At this time, member strategic team Bring Back Our Girls movement, Bukky Shonibare joins me now on the news. Good to have you join me at this time. It's 5 years down the line. 112 girls are still in captivity. Bukky, tell me, what is the stance of your group at this time?
The stance of the Bring Back Our Girls group is that today is a reminder of our collective failure, is a reminder of the government's failure to fulfill its primary responsibility of securing lives, particularly, and properties. Our Chibok girls were abducted 5 years ago. So the fact that we're having to commemorate a day like this, we're having to talk about 112 girls still in abduction, we're having to talk about Leah Sharibu, we're having to talk about Alice and Gada. It simply communicates a deep sense of pain, of sadness, of agony, of anguish. And not forgetting that 34 of the Chibok girls' parents have died. Some of them are healed. Some of them have grief-related illnesses in relation to their girls that have been abducted. So today is a sad day for us, and yet another day for us to remind the government of its primary responsibility.
Well, the government has promised to do all within its powers to ensure that the remaining girls are back. Tell us about the interaction of your group with the government in securing the release of these girls and others.
I have to say first that commendably, we've had 107 girls got back, directly related to the efforts of the federal government. There has been 21 and 82 girls that were brought back by way of negotiation, and 4 indirectly by way of military actions. But then when we look at the expectations from the government, which then connects to the question of our relationship and our communication with the government. It has not been good. It's not been like the way it used to be, where there was access and there was opportunity for us to communicate what is going on. But then for us, it goes beyond having that direct access to the government. It's also the expectation that the government should be able to communicate directly with the parents of the girls that have been abducted and reassure them. That's what we expect. So we've not had that much of communication directly with us, but we expect much more in terms of communication between the federal government and the relatives of the girls that are still in abduction.
Well, there are concerns in some quarters that focus on the Chibok girls seem to give an impression about the fact that there's so much importance placed on the girls, and some believe that this has actually emboldened the insurgents in some way. What do you think?
Undeniably, there has been focus on the Chibok girls, mainly because by the time they were abducted, it was an unprecedented action. We've not had a situation where girls in that large number were abducted. So it's understandable if there is focus on them and that global outcry that we had. But it would be unfair to say that we've only focused on the Chibok girls, because we've used the Chibok girls situation to serve as an entry point to the whole conversation around peace and security in Nigeria, to the conversation around missing persons, to the conversation around ending the Boko Haram insurgency and ensuring that there is peace. We understand also that because of the globalization of the campaign and so many other factors, the insurgents saw the Chibok girls as their prized asset. But if the government had not failed in protecting the girls in the first place, we wouldn't have given the insurgents the power to use our girls as a negotiating tool.
Bukky Shonibare, member strategic team Bring Back Our Girls movement. Many thanks for joining us on the news.